BYU 83, Dayton 79. BYU emerges as the champions of this little MTE, which required them to beat Miami and Dayton in back-to-back days over Thanksgiving weekend. We had a preview of the Miami game up on the channel. We were going to do a recap of that game, but I'll be honest with you, I think a lot of similar things happened against Miami and Dayton, like maybe a little bit differently in terms of overall production, but all in all, like this week was about BYU star players delivering some pretty great performances and gutting them to some wins on a high, I don't know, high watched event, right? This was like outside of NFL. If you were looking for basketball on Thursday and Friday, you were watching BYU in primetime for a couple of these games. So we're only going to do one recap of it. If you want to go back and touch on anything from the Miami game as well, feel free. But for the sake of this recap, we're here to talk about the 4-point win over Dayton, in which Richie Saunders was spectacular. 29 points, 8 rebounds. He was 9 for 15 from the floor, hit 6 threes. Along with him, Rob Wright, 23 points and 6 assists, and AJ Debonsa, 18, 4, and 3. They were everything they are billed to be. That's the best trio in college basketball. Against Dayton, they got nothing from anybody else. Nothing from anybody else. Against Miami, they got a good Moo Davis game in his return from the DUI suspension, by the way. So it appears Kennard Davis will be back with this team for the remainder of this season, barring any surprises. That's a good sign if you're a BYU fan hoping to watch Nets be cut down in March. What did you learn about BYU this week, Cart?
My demon's home. My demon Richard, he's home. And look, sneaky one against Miami on Thanksgiving. Richie knew Richie's heart wasn't in that. He should have been blessed in food somewhere. He should have been with his family. Honestly, a travesty that they made Richie Saunders play on Thanksgiving, knowing the type of person and the man that he is. But outside of that, we're looking at a dude who is started off a little slow this year, but he's back. He's back, man. Like 26 points, 26 points, 29 points in his Dayton game. He's currently 50-40. He's 50 for 1 from the field, 43 from 3, almost 6 rebounds a game, 20 points. Like he is right now playing like kind of what people envision BYU would be, right? Um it would be him, AJ, and Rob all playing well. The one thing I do want to touch on from the Miami game is that Moo Davis, welcome back, sir. Good to have you. Uh, that's a good piece to have as your fourth guy on the team, and I think it's what makes BYU really good.
Is that they have Moo Davis?
They have 4 instead of 3.
I don't think that's my takeaway from this week.
What's your takeaway?
That their three is a really big three.
Yeah, well, we know that though.
Yeah, I think they played exactly how we expected them to play
But there's a little sneaky little fourth guy who worked his way in there.
for one game,
Yeah,
boosted
Richie
by
didn't play. Richie didn't play well in the Miami game.
boosted by the freedom of beating the accusations. Like,
I'm just saying they're playing the hits.
you ever been there? You ever had a basketball game at night when you're trying to fight some fight some things?
Not to that level, no.
No, okay. So you can't relate to Kennard Davis experiencing freedom and carrying that into a game?
Not really. To be honest with you, if there was an honor code at Albion, I didn't really break it.
Yeah. Okay. I think, yeah, I don't know. I'm not trying to take away from Moo. He was really good. Then he just had 5 points on 7 shots and 4 rebounds in 32 minutes against Dayton, while a couple of Dayton's guards really popped off. So, like, it was not a noticeable in a good way Moo Davis game against Dayton. This makes it hard that we're doing two different recaps, because if we were doing the recap after the Miami game, we'd come on and be like, Moo, he's back. They're so good. I think more often than not, like, even he is going to have inconsistencies where, like, one night he's great, one night he's not. You know he's going to defend, and he's a willing defender, and you know more than anything else he can play 32 minutes and contribute and be a threat. That's good. It's really good because the rest of the BYU bench against Dayton was
Mm,
totally non-existent.
mm.
I mean, Kadeem Mboop, Tyler Moose, Dom Diamande, and Alexa Kostic combined in 38 minutes for 0 points on 3 shot attempts and 7 rebounds. and four turnovers.
No assists, 4 turnovers.
I mean, that's dog. We've been alluding to it through non-conference play. This team's not as deep as we thought.
Mhm.
I'm at the point of this. It's one of the most shallow teams in the country.
Yeah,
It's really, really bad, and it's going to hurt this team in big games.
yeah. We're the little guy. We're the not little. We're the Lady Gaga. Like it is a very shallow basketball team depth wise. Here's a good thing though, that three slaps.
Right.
Like we just got to count on the three. Unfortunately, um, looking forward here, it would really suck for the game that ends this team's season to be like, oh, two of the three didn't show because they're not going to be able to win if they don't.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're getting to the point like a month into the year, you start to envision like what does it need to look like when this team loses? Like at the end of the season, what does it look like? And um, I think the problem for me right now is I have a lot of those answers. Like they could lose on a night where they get zero from the bench. They could lose on a night where AJ is just really cold. They could lose on a night where they have more turnovers than assists. Like the hero ball stuff. Like they're kind of flirting with disaster a lot, man. And Dayton led them by 10 near the half. And then they just kind of flipped the switch. This is not the first time that they've had iffy first halves. In fact, Miami was leading at the half against BYU the game before this.
Mhm.
You think back to that UConn game. UConn blitzed them in the first half. So I don't know. Who led at half in the Villanova game? BYU by 10. Okay.
Yeah, BYU.
But like, are you worried about the slow starts at all? This is 3 or 4 games against quality opponents that this has happened.
No, because it's Rob and AJ playing at the Wide World of Sports and kissing me.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, look, I think that against better teams, it's going to hurt them. Like you saw what it did against UConn. Like they weren't able to come all the way back because of that. But um, better than them not getting it going at all. The thing is, though, like because your team is so very focused on three guys, it's like how do you build, I guess, a lead? Unless like one of those guys is slow to get start, then you're probably going to be a little bit slow to be up in the basketball game.
Yeah. Um, I don't know. I guess I'm more worried about it than you are.
But those three though,
Is that all this is though?
those three, Rob Wright more assistant turnovers.
That's really good.
That means something to me.
Yeah, that's really good. Can I get individual player grades for the big three for this tournament?
This team probably wins the national championship if AJ's name starts with an R.
3 R's.
Yeah, like Richie, Rob, and Raj.
I mean, one thing I've been saying, I want to bet on this for the rest of my life. AJ and R. You give AJ DeMonsa some R, and all of a sudden,
Nah, he's not cut.
you don't like that?
He's not cut. There's a certain few amount that are cut for the rich and rare.
All right. Well, AJ DeMonsa is rich and he is rare. So,
Yeah, but he's rich enough not to buy a $4 pint.
yeah, very true. Richie Saunders' grade for this 2 game performance. He had 29, like I said, against Dayton, was the best player on the team, KenPom MVP. Against Miami, he had 8 points on 10 shots. Did have 5 assists to a turnover, though. All in all, I think this was a pretty great Richie Saunders event. No?
100% A plus in my opinion.
A plus for Richie. What does Rob Wright get? He got the KenPom MVP the game before this, 17 points and 4 assists against Miami, and then 23 and 6 against Dayton.
A plus for me.
A plus from Rob.
Yep.
This is going the way I hoped it would. What does AJ get?
AJ gets a AJ gets a B minus, C plus.
16 points on 14 shots, 2 assists, 3 turnovers against Miami, 18 points on 12 shots, 3 assists, 3 turnovers against Dayton. He was better against Dayton, marginally so, played 32 and 34 minutes in these 2 games. Not overly noticeable defensively, which might be a good thing right now.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I look around, man. They're winning and it's fun. It's good. You see what some of these other freshmen are doing. AJ's got one Ken Pom MVP of the year. It was in the very first game of the year against Villanova.
I mean, you're talking about a freshman that's averaging 16, sorry, 19, 6, and 2
He scored 20 twice.
because he's with Richie and Rob.
Okay. So we think this is good.
I'd love to see AJ get Cam Boozer usage.
It's not great. That's all I'm saying. It's good. It's not great. At a certain point, don't you just want great Debata? Like, is that going to hit at any point this year, or are we going to?
What about, I mean, it hit in the biggest moment. They lost, but like it hit.
That seems like there's a correlation there, maybe.
No, 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 no. Mm.
Got it. So that it's a bad thing to have all the usage on the team that never loses, and it's a good thing to have less usage on a team that loses and struggles
Which team are you
almost
referring to?
with Dayton and Miami.
Which team are you referring to?
Well, like it's not a pro Debata argument to be like he has less usage in a game they were struggling with Dayton for the majority of.
Yeah, look, I think it's a fair point by you that, out of the freshmen, because Cam Boozer has been this great thus far, we are looking at AJ DeBonsa's 19, 6, and 2 like it ain't shit.
I'm not even trying to do it with Boozer. I think you could pick out other guys. Koa Pete has had alpha moments against great teams. I think Nate Ament has had some alpha performances against pretty damn good teams. Like go through the rankings, and there's been quite a few moments. AJ's loudest moment came in a loss to UConn. It was a pretty good moment. I mean, it was a great performance. I guess I'm not really fully understanding why we haven't seen that more. Why did we only see that in the second half of the game they were
I
down?
think it's because expectations are high. Like he's averaging better numbers than Koa.
Right. Because he's consistent. That's the one thing you would say.
Hmm.
I guess he's been consistently good.
You want to be consistently great.
I think if you're in that mix with the top three, you're supposed to be, right? He's
Yeah,
not supposed to be like slightly better than Koa.
I love Amen, but I mean, Koa hasn't hit a three all year.
Yeah, I'm not comparing the players. I'm just
Like, are you comparing moments?
I would have loved for this tournament to have an AJ DeBonsa game. Yeah, why didn't it happen?
Hmm.
We got a Rob Wright game and a Richie Saunders game.
That's fair.
Are these going to happen more frequently or not? Like, because if you're telling me like we just got to accept that, like AJ's not going to have those moments. It's Richie and Rob.
Oh no, there'll be AJ games.
Okay, is it the losses?
No, I think it's gonna be wins.
A month in, have we gotten an AJ game and a win?
Have we gotten an Amen game in a win?
Again, we think he's a lot better than Nate Ament, don't we?
Yeah, I don't like this.
I mean, they survived Miami and Dayton's best punch, man. Down double digits in the first half in both those games, and we didn't get a DeBonsa game. It
They did the real good punch.
was a good punch.
Good punch.
A good punch. They're going to get a lot of people's best punch. I don't think I like where I just took that either.
Is Benj behind you?
Yeah.
Want him to bite you? Think you deserve it.
He's not your dog. He would never.
Benji bite. How sick would you be if he did?
so, so sick. Luckily, my dog is a lot like AJ DeBonsa. He doesn't always do what you tell him to do.
Way to bring that full circle.
Yep. Congrats, BYU. Good win by 4 over Dayton.